Climate change is no new topic to the public, but media has certainly drawn attention to the growing issue. Climate change is defined as a change in global or regional climate patterns. I believe that it is important I share this information with others in hopes I will educate them and inspire them to make a difference. Climate change first made headline news about 30 years ago, but since then humans have put in little to no effort to make a difference. As a child, I always dreamed of growing up and starting a family, but as I got older, I realized that things weren't as perfect as they had seemed. I realized that my children wouldn't grow up to see the beautiful mountains I saw, the pure waters, or the wildlife. Like many generations before ours, I believe that it is pivotal we do everything in our power to conserve the earth. Although climate change is inevitable, humans are now more than ever influencing the event, but we have the capability and the resources to mitigate the consequences and make a change. In addition to human-born influences, there are many natural changes that can contribute to climate change. Natural changes have been occurring for many millenniums, and some causes include cyclic variability, volcanic eruptions, and solar output. According to an article posted by the USDA, cyclic variations in the Earth's climate occur at multiple time scales. From years to decades, centuries, and millennia, cycles of each scale are caused by a variety of physical mechanisms. Climate over any given period is an expression of all of these nested mechanisms and cycles of operations together. According to a study done by NASA, a large-scale volcanic activity may only last a few days, but the massive outpouring of gases and ash can influence climate patterns for years. An article posted by the UCS USA stated that it has been suggested that changes in our solar output might affect our climate, both directly by changing the rate of our solar heating of the Earth and atmosphere, and indirectly by changing cloud forming processes. This graph shows the difference between natural causes and human causes for climate change. Although natural changes are still occurring, their influence isn't nearly as strong as human influence. Records showed that warming, particularly in the mid-20th century, is occurring faster than ever before. Greenhouse gases, or GHG, is the leading cause of Earth's rapidly changing climate. Greenhouse gas plays an important role in keeping our planet warm enough to inhabit. Unfortunately, the amount of gases in our atmosphere has increased immensely in recent decades. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas for electricity, heating, and/or transportation is the main source of human-generated emissions. Another major source is deforestation, which releases hidden carbon into the air. It is estimated that by logging, fires, and other forms of forest degradation contributes up to 20% of global carbon emissions. According to an article posted by the NRDC, other human activities that generate air pollution include fertilizer use, livestock production, and certain industrial processes that release fluorinated gases. Activities such as agriculture and road construction can change the reflectivity of the Earth's surface, leading to local warming or cooling. Fertilizer is a source of nitrous oxide emissions, and certain livestock such as cattle are methane emitters. With all this information in mind, you may be wondering what can be done. Although we cannot stop climate change from occurring, there are many things that we can do to slow it down. In fact, organizations compiled ideas and ways that we can do so and give people the opportunity to join them in their quest. One way we can do so is by foregoing fossil fuel. This will present as one of the most difficult, but by doing so we could reduce the amount of fossil fuel being used. Another way would be by upgrading building infrastructures. By doing this, we could reduce greenhouse emissions. Buildings currently worldwide contribute to 1/3 of all greenhouse gas emissions. Another way we could do so is by reducing the amount of trees we cut down. Whether it be legal or not, there should be a limit on how much we can cut, and there should be stricter laws set up to stop illegal deforestation. Lastly, we should find smarter ways of transportation and products of energy. Solar panels are one of the many smart ways to power electricity. In conclusion, climate change is a part of our everyday lives, and our planet is slowly deteriorating. I believe if enough people gather, we can make a change and slow down climate change and preserve our planet. Climate change effects are unforeseeable, but if humans find a smarter means for electricity, heating, and transportation, we can cut down human-generated emissions, and if we place stricter laws, we can decrease the amount of illegal logging and increase our supply of oxygen. Humans contribute to a rapid change in our climate, but by making a few simple changes, we may be able to preserve our planet for our future children and grandchildren.